can you commit to some small or large, whatever you want, one intention for this coming month? Okay, it can be anything to work with this, all right? How do we then activate this intention that we want to bring into the world, however that is, small or big? And so this is about how you use your energy. So we all have 3 ways to use our energy, but most of us are only using 1 or 2. And different one of us have different habits. And so part of what we want to look at right now is what's your energy habits, and are you using all of your energy in all of the ways that you could be used to bring into being what you want. And then I'll show you the process for bringing that into being in a sec. So the first is dynamic. This is the one that most of us are familiar with. This is the energy of action. We push to make things happen. We make the phone call, we go to the Zoom meeting, we write the email, etc. That's all dynamic energy. But what happens to us if we only use dynamic energy? Anybody? What happens? Especially as we get older, especially as the decades go past.
We get pooped out.
Yes, we get pooped out, because you can only push so much. So these 2 other energy states are really important to understand and to put into being. So the second one is magnetic. This is the energy behind the law of attraction. When anyone ever know about the law of attraction or manifesting something, they're talking about this energy, okay? And it is literally pulling toward you what you want, pulling what you want into being instead of pushing. It's a pull, okay? And the third is receptive, which is opening up to intuition, insight, what there's there to be noticed. So for all of us who were doing the meditation with Roshi Joan, we were in a receptive state. We were sitting there, we were receiving her, we were receiving the ideas, we were in a receptive energy, okay? So if any of these are confusing to you, it probably is an indication of that's the one you need to cultivate, because we tend to not understand the one that we use the least. So yesterday when I was doing this, one of the people who asked about receptive energy was somebody who I know, because she's a venture, who was like, she never is in that state. So she's like, well, tell me what that is again. You know, I was like, what does that fit? So if you have a question about dynamic, magnetic, or receptive, it might be an indication that that's the one you want to cultivate. Okay, so intention can be a powerful use of our energy to draw towards us what we want. So intention, when we're working with intention, we want to be magnetic first. Okay, and what you do is you literally visualize, see, feel, and hear the thing that you want. So today I was working with this person who needs a new manufacturing plant. So she is going to set the intention. She's going to see, feel, and hear that manufacturing plant, and imagine, not just imagine, take her energy and pull that vision, imagining toward her, as if she were a magnet, drawing it towards her. Another that some people do, especially if anyone here is a fisher person, has ever done casting, you cast out your energy and then you pull it towards you, just as if you would reeling in a fish. So whether you do it as a magnet or as a cast, it's literally a pull of your energy, okay? And why this is effective is because according to laws of physics, intention helps pull out what we want from all of the options. So physicists say that every possibility of the future exists in what they call the implicate order. And it's a stew of all possibilities. She gets a manufacturing plant, she doesn't, it's in a different state than she thought, there's a million other options. And so the pull helps one of those emerge. Now, it is not the only thing. There's a million other factors. That's why we can't just want things or 10 things and they occur. But intention can be a powerful, powerful pull to actually bring into being that which we want. Okay, and I want to tell you a story about this. This is actually a Canadian venture was working with me. She was very frustrated. Her model wasn't working at all. It was harder and harder. She couldn't get money. She couldn't get customers. It was just really, really hard. And I said, okay. She was very analytic and very straightforward. And I knew that this idea was going to totally freak her out. So I said, look, I'm going to tell you something really woo-woo, and I want you to try it, even though you don't believe it. And she goes, all right, what is it? So I tell her to do this thing, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And I said, I want you to do this for 2 weeks. Imagine that what you want, which is a model that really works, it's going to come towards you, even though you don't know how or when, in what form. And she did it. And I get an email the week later. It literally said, damn it, MJ, this is working. And so now she has a completely pivoted organization that is thriving. Now, was it only her using intention? No, but intention was the thing that started the process, okay?